name's Tika and I'm a ceramic artist. I live on a truffle farm with my family and grew up there, and that really inspires my ceramic sculptures. So these works that I've created really come from my childhood, and the inspiration comes from the concept of life and death and how those two concepts relate together but also contrast each other, and how you can't really have one without the other. I think the main memory of when I was really young, we put the first truffle farm in, and that was a really interesting experience, because you got to this concept of relating the truffles to the trees and how they live together and grow off each other really inspired my interest in fungus and how it relates to its surrounding world. So my work really relates to growth and decomposition, and this stems from I think just life in general. I think seeing growth in life but also death in life, I think, is really an interesting concept to come to terms with, and I think becomes reflected in the art that you make, which I think is really interesting. And yeah, the main inspiration of joining this exhibition was my interest in how ceramic of such a semi-traditional medium can relate to a very new medium of technology, and how those two interact together and how they play off each other. So the idea of extended reality is very interesting to me, because I don't know much about technology, but I find the end result is very new and unusual, and it's really exciting to be part of it. I've tried some VR things, very limited, but it's always been very unusual, I think is the right word. It's really interesting to see where it is sort of going, and how it's advancing in very artistic ways, which I find really, really interesting. My artwork interacting with the technology will be really interesting, because I always think of my art as a still life captured moment of decomposition and growth, but with the technology you can kind of bring that to life a little bit more and really push it into almost active growth and active decomposition, which will be really interesting. So this exhibition, I'm really excited to see how everyone's art comes together, and how different interpretations of the technology relate to each of the artworks. I think it'll be really exciting, and I think everything's going to be different, which I think is going to be a really exciting opportunity to see. The words I'd probably be considering describing it, Ceramics XR, would be innovative, challenging and exciting, and I think these words really reflect the idea just in the way that it's such a new and interesting perspective on ceramics.